I'm going to do something new today. Instead of talking about movies, I'm talking about literacy. We still have a couple of more weeks before Wicked for Good comes out, and you've probably already watched Wizard of Oz a whole lot of times. Maybe you've read the book again, and you've definitely rewatched Wicked Part 1 more than you can count. But what do we do in the meantime until the sequel comes out? Well, I have an idea for you. Finding Dorothy is a book you need to read. It is by Elizabeth Letts. It's an emotional journey that made me laugh, made me tear up a couple of times, and it just reminds you that there really is no place like home. Let me tell you, I love every page of this book. And if you're looking for ways to bide your time before Wicked for Good comes out in theaters, I would highly recommend you add this to your collection. Read it before you go to the movies this November. So what's Finding Dorothy about? It's a historical fiction account of Maud Baum, the widow of L. Frank Baum, the author of The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. The story jumps between her younger years and, well, present day. I put that in quotes because present day in this book is 1939 while they're making the movie Wizard of Oz. Young Maud is full of dreams, experiences disappointments, and there's a scarecrow in there that she's too afraid to go near. But later in her life, as a widow, she visits the set of Wizard of Oz and she meets Judy Garland, who plays Dorothy. And that's the book. It's basically a series of conversations that take place between Maud and Judy as Maud kind of fits into this role of a mentor for a very short amount of time for this young actress. But as they're having conversations, we flash back to different points in Maud's life, including meeting and falling in love with L. Frank Baum, their hardships, their struggles, and all the ups and downs of marriage and childbearing and everything thrown in there. And if you pay attention, you can see how all of these events come together to create the magical land of Oz in L. Frank Baum's head. And the author, Elizabeth Letts, she paints Maud as this figure who's both like steely, but also full of a lot of love. Like she's got both the hardened edge to her, but not at the expense of a soft heart who will reach out to help anybody in need. Maud Baum isn't just the source of Dorothy's inspiration. She is the beating heart behind everything Oz. Every chapter is like peeling back the curtain to see the woman who helped make Oz possible. Had Maud not been the steadfast, supportive woman that she was, Oz may never have been invented. Thus, we'd all have nothing to look forward to seeing this holiday season except Avatar, Fire and Ash. What really hit me hard was just how emotional this book was. You're following these two people's lives as they navigate marriage and a mother-in-law who doesn't accept her husband and then you've got children and more mouths to feed. How are they going to come up with money to pay the bills? The story is woven into the actual conception of Wizard of Oz, and to see how all the events of their lives came together like a puzzle in order to form the land of Oz as we know it today, it's pretty spectacular. And the author, Elizabeth Letts, she doesn't just give us the facts. With the way she tells this story, she puts us right there in the pages with L. Frank Baum and Maud and all the other characters we experience. This book is more than just nostalgia. It's about women's resilience, it's about creativity, and it's about the invisible work behind the men who get all the credit. It's about the stories we tell that shape generations, and how sometimes the bravest thing we can do is still believe and have hope, even when everything else around us turns to sepia. If you're an Oz fan, this book feels like a missing chapter out of the saga. It fits in with all of the other Oz merchandise you have. It's the behind-the-curtain look at the origin of Oz and what it took for the book to be made in the first place. When I read Finding Dorothy, I recognized myself in the struggles that L. Frank Baum dealt with. The themes are universal. How do you balance following your heart and pursuing creativity while also having to manage the responsibilities of keeping a roof over your head and providing for your family? So yes, I absolutely love Finding Dorothy. It definitely made me tear up. It inspired me. It's an entertaining read, and it made me fall in love with The Wizard of Oz in a way I never knew possible. I read it for the first time a couple of years ago, and this last time I listened to it on audio. And if I were to choose one, I definitely recommend the audio version. It's narrated by a woman named Anne Marie Lee, and she tells it like she's kind of got the voice of Galinda. She doesn't just read the book, she acts. She acts it out. She portrays the character's emotions in her voice, where I can actually feel the pain or the compassion or whatever the case may be in that scenario. Even my 11-year-old daughter is halfway through the book and she loves it. So this is definitely worth following the Yellow Brick Road toward. Step into the time machine, because my new series, Through the Decades, is just 1 or 2 videos away from premiering here on Beanlight Productions. In this series, I will be watching and reviewing the top 10 highest grossing movies of each year from 1980 to present day. And you have the chance to rewrite history by ranking and voting for your favorite movies from any given year. Not a fan of Back to the Future? You prefer Rocky IV? Then you can contribute to the official audience ranking and completely reorder the highest earners from each year. Together, we are going to answer the big questions. Which movies still hold up today, and which movies need to remain frozen in carbonite for all of eternity? If you want to get ahead of the game, my top 5 Buy Me a Coffee donors will get to suggest additional movies to put against the best of each year. So, buckle up, cowboy! This is more than just a countdown. This is a journey through film history, 1 year at a time. Want to watch? Want to play? Subscribe now so you don't miss the pilot episode airing very soon here on Beanlight Productions. So there you go. You've got something to do until November 21st. Are you going to be seeing Wicked for good? If so, let me know below. And if you're a first-time viewer, thank you for watching and welcome to Beanlight Productions. I hope you subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. To buy your own copy of Finding Dorothy, I would greatly appreciate it if you used the Amazon affiliate link down below. That would help this channel and you get yourself a book before the holidays.